hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will get the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great... in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Auburn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted, a first half turnover. Momentum. He managed the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't... Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of the...
Touchdown, Canes! Fit it in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out. It's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day. But right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Throws to the wideout. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They're going to ride this running back.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dig and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's going to fire deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this.
Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. First down and 4. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Hurricane! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll go right back to him. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Winston. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Touchdown, Auburn! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got him downfield. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you can tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a
touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Winston. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Trying to pull his way in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had every...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gonna sling it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Nash. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Punts it out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Let's go. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it back looking for help. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Miami, 63. Auburn, 7.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Auburn going to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to pass their way in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On the move, he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own. He'll take the deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We've reached a break and Miami is holding on to the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to pound their way in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hurricane! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out. That play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. Past the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Pressure coming. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Canes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On the move. Runs through the tackle. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. It'll be a down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Back to pass on second down. This time it's complete.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do you a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
At the 9-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
34.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win.